Welcome.
Hello and welcome to the Everything Podcast. I am your host, Chuck Manity. And in today's episode, we are going to be covering a movie called Osiris. And as usual, what we'll do is give some interesting information. We'll watch the trailer and then I will give you my thoughts. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So, Osiris is an upcoming American science fiction action film written and directed by William Kaufman. So, as far as the cast is concerned, we have Max Martini, and you might remember him from Saving Private Ryan. Then we have Brianna Hildebrand, and she played Negasonic Teenage Warhead in Deadpool and Deadpool 2. And she's actually been in shows like Lucifer as well. And then we have LaMonica Garrett, and he is from Sons of Anarchy. He's actually played John in Primal. And so that's a little bit about him. Then also we have Jaron Mitchell, and you might remember Jaron from 21 Jump Street, The Lovebirds, which is from 2020, and Deep Water 2022. And last but not least, we have Linda Hamilton. So her most famous role, obviously, being in Terminator, pretty much all of them, and she's also been in Dante's Peak as well. So that is the cast. On that, as far as the production goes, in July 2023, it was reported that a science fiction action film titled Osiris was in development. Principal photography had completed in late 2023 in New Orleans, with William Kaufman writing and directing, and Max Martini, Brianna Hildebrand, LaMonica Garrett, and Linda Hamilton cast in undisclosed roles. Pre-production was completed in spring 2024. Filming began in New Orleans in March 2024. The production spent $6.7 million on location in Louisiana. In May 2025, Vertical acquired the distribution rights. So that's obviously, as far as distribution, it's them that's concerned. Now, 6.7 million science fiction, even fantasy, but it's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. Actually doesn't look half bad. So, look, I know some people don't like the last Terminator. I wasn't a fan personally. It wasn't my favorite Terminator out of the bunch. I still think Terminator 2 is the best out of that franchise, in my opinion. Followed very, very closely by the third one. And then there's one or two good things in between, but that's not what we're talking about today. So, as far as the release, not too far away, a month and 6 days away. So Osiris is scheduled to be released in select theaters in the United States and on video on demand. Like I said, July 25th, 2025. I don't know if that's such a hot idea, personally. Look, to each their own, but with some release, leave it there till it sort of dries up and, no one's really watching anymore. Take it off. But without, of course, you have this sort of old switcheroo there. They land up going to a classified location, fighting terrorists. But nice. That narrative, of course, and this sort of weird looking spaceship gives you very much I say very much, I suppose, also alien, these long dark tunnels, you know, sort of not skin-like, but it's almost like their stuff. So yeah, creepy looking ship. The set's design is actually pretty cool. There's CG where it looks like it needed it. Some of their sets were really good. The sets were as being there. Something that's funny that I have to point out. So American movies, at least, have the exact same accents. So you look at that. You look at the guys from 30 Years, which Linda Hamilton's character obviously alludes to. So she's been there. Peaks of these characters. They don't look half bad. Pretty think, because you get glimpses of it. You'll see in the thumbnail. It looks like almost like rat teeth, slaughter kind of thing. So yeah, they're basically breeding humans to kill them. That's really that simple. But yeah, doesn't look too bad. It's definitely something I'm gonna watch. And if it's something that you like or are interested in watching, then please do let me know in the comments below, as well as showing us some love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. That would be amazing. But that is it for today's episode of the Everything Podcast, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.